Sometimes dreams do come.
Yes! Congratulations, James. They want you on the big stage. You're going up immediately. Welcome everyone to another video by Toki Gaming. I just got called up to the big leagues in MLB The Show 22, and I'm going to be recording as we play and hopefully pitch in our big league call-up. I will be also giving my review and thoughts about this new game on the Nintendo Switch. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be starting.
Who gets the call for that very
Ooh.
Case, you've been there. You know what it's like. What is your memory of being called up to the majors for the first time?
I'm making my MLB debut as a starting pitcher against the Minnesota Twins. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so great. So a little backstory. I used to work in retail at Kansas City Royal Stadium from high school all the way until my years in grad school. So it was a really long time, and I loved getting to meet the players, their families, the opposing players, fans from all over the country. And being able to play this game and reach the bigs in the game, I know it's not a big deal because it's just a video game, but it's just something about being able to play baseball and playing for your home team and just going through AA to AAA and then finally making it to the bigs. Like, it's a process, and it feels so relieving to finally have made it. So we're gonna see how my first MLB start goes. Hopefully I can get a win, and I'll give you some thoughts about MLB The Show 22 on the Nintendo Switch. Oh my gosh, this is the opening to the Kansas City Royals.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Minnesota Twins. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. Saying one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated
my
major league
MLB debut.
All eyes will be on him as he gets the start in the mound.
I love watching pitching debuts.
Kansas City champions.
There's no waiting around to see the rookie in action. You get thrown.
I don't want to brag. My AAA stats were amazing. Okay. Now I'm playing under the rookie settings because when I looked at the tutorials, I was completely confused by all of the pitching and hitting mechanics that have changed in the past 5 years. We're 57 and 63. We're 8 games out. I think I can make up an 8-game deficit.
That one misses.
Man, my curveball's not doing so good. Okay. But yeah, so I haven't played baseball in a long time. The main thing I don't like about franchise is all of the micromanaging, and like you have to individually take care of every player's salaries and follow the trade deadline, the waiver wires, and look at all the trades, and it was too much. I just wanted to play a season as my team where I control the roster and don't have to really worry about all of the finer details of being an owner. I remember years ago in the franchise mode, it was like you had to set the price for popcorn and candy, and you had to earn enough income and whatnot for the stadium to expand, and it was just too much for me. So I really enjoy playing Road to the Show, where I get to be my own player. In the past, I always was a starting pitcher with Pop, and I played in the National League because then I could at least bat and pitch on the same days. Now with this two-way player option, I'm able to play DH or right field on the days I don't pitch, and then I pitch every 5 days. So far, I'm really liking Road to the Show. This is the only mode I've been playing so far. I say, oh, what? Oh, can I get it? Oh, man.
Twins retired in
Nice.
short
1, 2, 3,
order.
first inning.
Scoreless
Let's
after
go.
1.
Before the game came out, one of the big concerns was about the potential latency with the servers and the graphics. Now, maybe because I'm only playing with like the rookie level and lowest and easiest modes, but I'm not really having too many problems with the hitting and pitching. I think obviously when you get to the higher level of difficulty and you have to actually like do those strange designs with your pitch selection, and you have to actually choose the zones of where the ball's going to be coming as a hitter, I do think there will be some difficulty with that on top of already having a difficult way of playing. But who knows? If you're interested in some online gameplay, please let me know in the comment section below. Baseball is going to be my main game for the next probably month and a half until the next game that I want to buy comes out, which is going to be the Demon Slayer game that comes out in June, I think. But for now, my main Nintendo Switch game is going to be baseball. I'll probably make some more Pokemon videos and whatnot, but for now, I just want to see my career progress.
The pitch.
Yes, gotcha. Okay.
Got him out on the front foot.
One of my gripes about Road to the Show is with the player progression. I find it very difficult to get certain stats to improve over time, specifically ones that aren't achievable in game. So in game, I know that as a batter, you can improve your contact, fielding, reaction time, power, base running ability, speed, and whatnot. But like, there's no way to control your stamina as a pitcher, and that's one of the things that, like, as a starting pitcher, you know, you're trying to build up. You know, like, I don't want to have a stamina of 30 the whole time, because then I'm not going to be able to make complete games and have perfect games and last long into the, you know, 8th, 9th innings. But the only way to improve my stamina is through those off days. But obviously during the off days, you want to improve your other skills like plate discipline, you know, hits per batter, walks per batter, and whatnot. So like, it's very. In the past, you were able to gain X number of points, and then you can divvy those points out to where you want your player to be improved at. So what I did years and years and years ago was I focused on improving my speed, and with better speed meant I could also get my stolen bases. So my strategy back in the day was to get strikeouts. Well, it was to pitch, but was to get loop hits, because at the low setting, I'd be able to get at least on base, and then I'd steal a base or two. So I would be able to improve my hit streak, and I'd be able to get steals, stolen bases, at a very high rate, and then that would get me more bonus points for contact, for strikeouts per 9, Ks per 9. I never worried about walks per 9. You know, like ball control was one of the big ones, but velocity, I never touched velocity. But now, with all these different perks and like all the packs that you can get from, or all the equipment you get from packs, it seems like the ability to create like the perfect ball player is really difficult, almost unachievable. So there are definitely some packs I'm going to have to open later, but the fact that, like, if I spent money, I bought a ton of packs, I could start out with a player in the 70s, maybe in the 80s, as a AA player. Seems a little ridiculous, but you know, the game needs money, and that's the best way, I guess.
Set down in their half of the fifth.
Curveball, changeup.
Swing and a miss.
Yes.
Struck him out.
Okay.
Out number 2.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, come on, come on.
And a swing
Yes.
and a miss. And that's that.
Got him.
Yes.
So,
James back to
you're
work.
probably not curious, but the number 19 does have some significance to me. When I was working at the Royal Stadium, one of my favorite players was Brian Bannister. He was a starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. He played in Japan a couple of years, and he had the most incredible day and night splits that like I've ever seen. And one of the funny things to me about baseball are all of the crazy stats that you'll see on like scorecards, and it's like you've got batting average for indoor versus outdoor stadiums. You have batting average versus day and night. You have batting averages versus like turf and grass. You have batting average against obviously like left-handed hitters, right-handed hitters. But then you have like batting averages versus teams, and it's like, how does that work? Like, you're gonna say that like this one person, no matter who the opponent is on that team, they're gonna do well. So I always found like some of the stats in baseball to be a little ridiculous, and to further extrapolate upon that point was Brian Bannister, who, if it was a day game, he would almost always win, and if it was a night game, he would almost always lose. And to me, that just seems so crazy to see from his starting pitcher. It was so crazy, in fact, that the manager would have him pitch on day games. So like it was almost a ritual seeing Brian Bannister playing on Sunday at noon instead of like a Sunday night game. So I enjoyed watching Brian Bannister. He was one of those anomalies that like it made the game of baseball interesting to watch and try to learn more about. He wasn't like a Hall of Fame pitcher. He wasn't super great. He had his moments, but he was number 19, and I decided to keep that number because it reminds me of like the crazy splits in baseball.
Next pitch downstairs.
Approach just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy.
Oh, well, good thing I said complete game instead of a perfect game.
Really nice job
well,
staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch.
Getting a
Just
perfect
shot it
game in
through
my
the
first ever Major League game would have been a little
And here
sus.
comes Carlos Correa. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Okay, let's see if we
Grounded
can
to
get
third.
yes.
1,
1, 2.
2.
Woohoo!
They
Yeah.
can't seem to break through.
Didn't have any
Let
fatigue
me
and injury
strike.
himself.
Swings
Yes.
and misses.
Ugh.
1 away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be.
Fastball up and in for strike 3.
And down on strikes.
Bam, yeah.
2 gone. A big.
Okay,
All
more
right, there's
strike.
number 8, 1 away.
Swing
Yes.
and a miss. And he's down on strikes. The big righty
So
strikes
much
out
fun.
the-
Oh,
Ready to go for the
I've
last
literally
half
been
of the
playing this
inning.
game
And now the Twins catcher,
every
Gary
day for at least a
Sanchez.
couple of hours
The pitch.
in Road to the Show.
And first offering is
Every
foul
game
ball.
I've played except for like a handful because my manager wants me to rest.
Usually follow Gary
But
Sanchez.
he's another
He is a
strikeout.
guy that
2 more
hits the ball
outs.
hard. Trevor
But long story
getting
short,
ready to hit.
I really love playing Road to the Show. I know that playing it under the rookie level is not that
And he
impressive,
swings and misses, and it's nothing in one.
but hopefully I'll be getting better. I'll practice the other settings
Next offering is in for a
later
strike.
on. But overall, I'm pretty excited about Road to the Show on the Nintendo Switch.
Cut on and miss. Struck
For
him out.
the simplicity that I focus
And
on,
they're 2 down.
like I don't really play online matches. I don't compete against other people.
So digging
I don't
in,
worry
Jose
too much about the
Miranda.
competitive side. Like I just like playing baseball. It's a really fun strategy game where you control your
First pitch, and that's
ability.
in for a strike.
He's been
Obviously,
very consistent with
like,
his command out there on the mound, consistently
it's
throwing
difficult
at the
to
knees. Pretty
say
impressive when a
that
guy can
with
repeat
a
his
straight
delivery
face
like this.
when you're just swinging it at a digital ball that could, in theory,
Righty
be on
delivers.
time, off time, high, low, whatever. But just the idea of playing in the bigs, being your own player, going up against some of the
There's a
greatest
strike.
players to have ever lived, it feels special. So I'm really happy that it's on the Nintendo Switch. I was seriously thinking about buying a PlayStation 5 just to play a few games. So finding out that this game was coming to the Nintendo Switch was huge news for
2
me.
down, nobody on.
And
alive.
strike out. And so yeah, I'm really excited about this, and it's been a lot of fun. I wish I made made it to the big leagues, not in August. I wish it was been
Here comes the
like
pitch.
June or July. It was in summer.
And a
That way I
swing
could
and a
qualify
miss, and that is the
for
ball
a
game.
lot of rewards. But
Really
yes,
performance on the
I
mound. You
completed
know
my
he's gonna
first
stew a little
game.
bit over that one hit that he gave
Ugh,
up, because
let's
when you look
go.
at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
Well, everyone, that's going to be it for today's video. So thanks for watching. Please remember to click that like button and subscribe to stay updated with future MLB content from Toki Gaming. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to read them and respond. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye!